Hello and welcome to your mixed level session. Please remember, mixed level meaning I'll give you gentle as well as advanced options, so trust and listen to your body and pick what feels amazing for you. All right, today I've decided to use a small Pilates ball. If you happen to have one, awesome. And if you don't, grab yourself a small cushion and we can use one of those. And don't forget, our Corporate shop is open. So if you want to grab yourself one of these small Pilates balls, you can just contact us or look online and get organized with that. All right, shall we get moving? Let's get you feeling wonderful. Let's find our center, toes, knees, hips, all in a straight line, soft knees. Take your moment to connect into core and show me this perfect posture. Taking a deep core breath in. Exhale, tuck in as you roll the spine down. Taking a deep breath in at the bottom. Exhale, rolling it up, warming up your back, your legs, your shoulders, and find neutral. Deep breath. Exhale, tuck in to roll it down for a strong inhale at the bottom. And breathing out as we roll it up for one more deep breath. Exhale, let's roll, staying down here. Warming up your legs, bending knees and stretching. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, 3. And stretch, breathing 4. And stretch, inhale, 5. And stretch, breathing 6. And stretch 2 more, breathe 7. 1 to go, breathe 8. Slowly roll it up. Turn your palms to face forward and go into your side work. Keeping those knees bent, keeping your bellies tight as you move. Good, deep breath for 3. Exhale, side, inhale for 4. Breathe out, side, 1 more, and add a reach. Let's enjoy that stretch. 2 and 1, up and over, and enjoy that stretch. 2 and 1, anchor your arms down, turn your eyes to the side, and take it into a half circle, side to side, slowly and smoothly warming up the neck. Always remembering, whenever you are moving your neck, you want your shoulders to be still. They become your anchor. And last time, each way. We move into our tuck and roll down once again. I want you to move deeper into your bend. Exhale, bigger stretch out. Inhale, deeper bend. Breathe out to stretch. Inhale, 3. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, 4. Breathe out, stretch. 1 more, 5. And hold it here for 3. Hold 2. Hold 1, soften your knees and slowly rolling your body up. And let's grab hold of that ball or that cushion and let's place it between your knees. All right, I want those feet, knees and hips in line. So in fact, if you want to bring your feet a little bit closer, toes are facing forward. I want you to hook your shoulder blades together, grow tall, tuck your tailbones down, and we're going to squeeze into that cushion and ball as we rise up. Find your core, your balance. As you lower, try keep your heels hovering just above the ground. If you need to rest them for gentle option, go there. Again, as we lift, I want you to zip from your pubic bone right up to the ribs. Inhale, let's lower down. Keep lengthening through those legs for me. Breathe out for 3. I'm going to turn to the side. And I want you avoiding this position. So sit out of those backs. Connect your center. And slowly down. On this next rep, take note of the shoulders. We're not letting them shrug, not letting them pop forward. Keep that connection. And come down. 4 more. Breathe out. Let's lift up. Inhale, come down for 3. Watching those knees don't bend. Squeeze into your ball. And come down for 2. Breathe out as we lift. Now I'm giving you a challenge. Try stay up on this last one. Breathe out as you lift. Find your core. For a gentle option, stay there. If you want to challenge yourself and move into a progression, we're going to rotate, following your hands, hips don't move. Inhale, center, stay up on those toes. Let's rotate. Make sure you don't tilt back. And center. 2 more. Keep lifting up through the top of the head. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, 1 more. Let's go. Rotate. Inhale, center. If you have reached your maximum and need to come down and rest, go there. If you can, go a little more, halfway and lift. Halfway and lift. Yes, feel that. Boom. 4 and up. Breathe. 5 and up. Breathe. 6. Hello, strong legs. 7 and ankles. And 8 and 9. 1 more. 10 and relax. Wowza. Turn to the side, keeping that cushion and ball exactly where it is. From here, I want you to pull the hips back. We're going to lower down into a Pilates squat, giving that ball a squeeze, but keeping your knees in now with the middle toes. Please check that you are not here. Can you see how much pressure is on my kneecaps in that position? So stick your bum out. Core is connected. I want you almost in that ski line here. So shoulder blades, triceps are at work. Now power thighs, hamstrings, bum, and lifting up. With that cushion and ball, we also engage into our inner thighs. I want you to feel the ribs catch, the belly, the transverse, and lifting up. If you feel a little bit strained in the back or the knees, keep it a small move. It doesn't have to go deep. But powering thighs, hamstrings, bum, and belly all at the same time. That is what I'm after here. We're getting down, not to the detriment of your back or knees though. And come back, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It's a movement that we strengthen down. Make sure you haven't tilted forward. Keep that diagonal line. And 3. Breathe out. We're working downwards and upwards. And come back. 2. Exhale as you lower, you zipping in that rib cage. Those transfers are rock hard. Now, if you've reached your maximum after 1, shake it out and rest. If you can stay there with me, pulse your arms back. 10 and 9 and 8. Breathe. 7. Deep breath. 6. Hello posture muscles. We on 4 and 3. If you've reached maximum after 1, rest. If you can, legs pulse up. And 2, listen to what feels good. And 4, breathe out. 5 and 6 and 7, breathe for 8 and 9. 1 more, breathe. 10 and hello legs. Placing that cushion between your elbows. If you want to fold it in half to make it a bit more intense, do that. If you have the ball, you joining me with that cushion between your the ball between your elbows, and palms come together. Feet and knees are distance, find your neutral, and make sure with both options, ball or cushion, this shoulder shrug is illegal. So get yourself out of that line, draw your shoulders down, open up the collarbones, and from here you're going to squeeze into cushion and ball and lower the elbows downwards. Release as you return. Squeeze and lower down, tighten the ribcage and belly as you do that. Inhale. So I want your focus on this exercise being your neck and your trapezius muscles, not letting them tense. 4, squeeze and lower. These are the outer shoulder muscles. I want you strong. That helps with avoiding that round shoulder look. Our posture placement. Squeeze and lower. Break that cushion and that ball. Squeeze and zip ribs, belly, TAs, and lift. Exhale, squeeze and lower. Inhale, release. Squeeze and lower. And last one, squeeze and hold it there. Check your chin hasn't tucked, your shoulders haven't lifted. Little squeeze in 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Squeeze with all your energy. Little lift lower. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. Breathe. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. If you've reached your maximum, relax. Otherwise, combo, lift and squeeze. And 2 and 3. Breathe 4. Exhale 5 and 6 and 7. Breathe for 8 and 9. One more. Breathe 10 and whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, outer shoulders. I love it. Let's place that ball and cushion aside. Join me on the back of your mat and let's roll it down. Hands onto floor. Walk it forward and find that downward dog stretch. Prioritize your back. Lead with your tailbone. Get ears and arms in line. Tuck in the ribs and bellies. Hips stay still as we walk it out. Breathe out to swap. Exhale 2. Breathe out to swap and let's go 3. Exhale to swap. Breathe in for 4. Exhale, swap. One more. 5. And swap and give it a good press down and stretch for 3. Breathe in 2. Breathe in 1. Drop your knees. Hands under your shoulders. If your knees feel a little bit strained on the towel or mat, whatever you are working on, grab a cushion, place it underneath you, or fold your mat in half. Let's see, how is that spine moving as we curl? Peel your shoulder blades apart, tilt the pubic bone to belly. Inhale, very gently moving into your release. Again, breathe out as we curl, opening up your shoulder blades. And inhale, slowly moving into a release. 2 more. Breathe out as we curl, peel your belly to spine, using this to engage deep into those TAs. And 1 more. Breathe out as we curl, give it a hold for 2. Push that mat away. For 1. And lengthen neck and spine as we open that sideline, tilting and looking to the back. Inhale, center, other way. Breathe out, tilt and look. Inhale, center. Breathe out for 2. Inhale, come back. Exhale, tilt. And last one, let's hold it here and just sink into it for 3. And 2, and 1, come back, other way, 3, and 2, and 1, toes together, knees apart. Let's stretch out shoulders and back. Imagine I'm gently pressing up and down your spine, working hard to anchor those hips down. Feel that deep stretch through your upper back, your spine, even your underarms stretching out. Let's walk both hands to one side as you feel your zone down the side of the body. 3, 2, 1. Other way. And hold for 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Excellent. Back to your center and take your time to slowly roll your spine up. Good. And I want you to please grab that cushion or ball and we place it behind our front leg. Now, hands are going to be under your shoulder. Make sure your knees underneath your hip. And just like any stability line, you want to check your shoulders are pulling away from ears. There's that tilt up pubic bone to belly. And squeezing into that cushion and balls like, hello, hamstring. If it gets too much for your knee or hamstring or back, remove it and work without the equipment. We're going to release that knee down, squeeze that bum, that hamstring. So squeezing into your ball and cushion as you lift. Do not let that back arch. We lower down. Now, if you feel you can challenge yourself a little more, let's add arm with it. So your opposite hand lifts. We go in hand and knee down. Breathe out, squeeze. Make sure those hips and back stay centered. Lower down. Exhale, checking your standing elbow stays soft. Inhale, lower. Squeeze as you lift, bum belly tight. Inhale, lower. I'm hoping there's not too much pressure on that wrist. Let's lower down. Squeeze. If it's too much using the arm, drop that hand. Just focus on your leg. and squeeze. The absolute priority is that hip line, that lower back line. Show me that core. Inhale, lower. Breathe out to lift. Inhale, lower. I'll give you a choice. Your option is to just stay for 10 breaths. If you can, go a little more. Squeeze hard into your cushion and ball and add a pulse. Tiny moves. 10 and 9. Make sure that back doesn't move. We on 7. Breathe out. 6. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 4. Breathe out for 3. Exhale. 2. And last time. 1. And swap. Hello, alignment, full body activation. Beautiful. I'm going to turn around just so you can keep watching that form. You can stay facing where you are. Swapping legs. Make sure there's that tilt of pubic bone to belly. Align your hips. Gentle option. Arms stay on the ground. Advanced and intermediate. We lift in that opposite hand. Take that moment to get your form perfect. We lower the knee down. If you work me in a challenge, work with the hand as well. Squeeze that cushion as you lift. Remembering you want to condition that body to work your bum and belly at the same time. Inhale, lower 3. Squeeze into lift. Inhale, lower 4. Make sure those shoulders don't lift. Watching your lower back. No change of placement in this lower spine. If anyone feels strain in that lower back, keep that leg really low. It doesn't have to go high. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Watching this elbow never locks. It stays soft in position. Inhale, 2 more. And remember your options. For the first option, you stay for 10. If you join me for the pulse, squeeze that cushion. Let's lower, lift. 10 small moves. 9, deep breath out. 8 and 7, deep breath. 6 and 5. Exhale, 4 and 3 and 2. Last time for 1 and relax. Cushion and ball aside. Open feet and knees. Walk your hands forward. Get off the wrists and open up your thoracic spine. Holding 4. Hold 3. Holding 2, excellent. Hold for 1, good. And let's get you onto your bum. I want that ball or cushion back between your knees. I'm just going to keep alternating between the two options. You obviously keep using what you have there. Knees are going to be bent. Now, for those of you who are absolute beginners still, or just want the gentle option or need the back support, hands stay here. If you are feeling like you want to challenge yourself more, arms extend, always watching for that. You connect the back and squeeze that ball or cushion. Tuck that pelvis, zip your belly, watching your eyes don't drop, the shoulders don't shrug. Stop the second that lower back saying, hold it there. Keep that squeeze. Use your transverse as we lift back up and release. Again, breathe out. If we're on the gentle option, we just curling into the core, keeping it a small range. And release as you lift. Keep going. 3, squeeze, listening to your body. If you want to go even more, go just above the ground if your lower back doesn't feel compromised. And slowly come back for 4. Breathe out as we squeeze, zap that belly to spine. Power from your transverse muscles and keep feeling that improvement of this lift up. That's your sitting posture strength. 4 more, squeeze as you lower, chins lifted, shoulders. And come back. 3, deep breath. Exhale, squeeze as you lower. And lift for 2 more, deep breath. Exhale, squeeze, lower. And come back. Are we ready? You're going to hold it. Unless that back say no more, then break. Have a breather. Stop at your maximum challenge. We tap fingertips down and up. Let's breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, 3, strong breath. and 4. Inhale, breathe, 5. Release, and 6. Release, breathe, 7. Release, breathe for 8. Release, exhale, 9. And 10. Slowly coming back. Remove your cushion and ball. Lift up in core and stretch with a flat back. Pressing your knees down for that hip flexor stretch. For 3. Excellent. Holding 2. Nice. Holding for 1. Good work. And I want you to please grab that ball, or if you're working with cushion, you're going to fold that cushion in half to add a little bit more height, placing it underneath your upper back, that thoracic spine. So I want you to take a moment to really look at where my placement is. If this is familiar and you know where to go, go there. It's important to me that your cushion and ball's not in the middle of the back, forcing that hyper arch. We're going to have our feet, knees and hips in line, hands at the base of the spine, and you want to open up and over that ball. I just want to demonstrate with that ball quickly. So if you're working with that ball, making sure it's basically where you would put a beach chair, nice and comfy, not in the middle back. And you want to be able to arch up and over. If anyone's lower back does not like this position for the spine, remove both of them and just do a curl on the mat. It's ab o'clock, peeps. Let's do this. We tilt that pubic bone. Zip your belly and we add a nice deep curl. Watch your chin's not tucking, your shoulders not shrugging. You're not pushing your head forward. Inhale, release, opening up your upper back, that thoracic spine. Again, let's breathe out, tilt, zip down and curl. The harder those top abs work, the less your neck will want to or need to. Inhale, release. 3, breathe out, tilt, conditioning those transverse muscles to trigger. And inhale, let's release it back, good. 4, breathe out, tilt, zip and curl, nice. And inhale, come back, 5. Making sure there is no movement in the head. You shouldn't be dropping that head forward and back. There's no movement at all. You're resting completely into your hands. I want last 3, tilt, zip, and curl. Technically, those abs are working from the pubic bone right up to your sternum, your chest bone. Breathe out, 2. Now, on 1, you're going to go to your maximum. And option A, you're just going to stay in that absolute deepest crunch. These should be rock hard. If you can go a little more, let's have fun. Tiny moves. 2, don't let go of those transfers. 3, they rock hard. Breathe, 4. Exhale for 5. Breathe out for 6. Exhale for 7. Keep checking chin, neck, and shoulders. Breathe out for 2. Exhale for 1. And relax. Hello abs, hello core, but in the good kind of way. All right, I'm hoping they're resting now because it is oblique time. So give me that tilt, that lift, and I want you to scoop your one leg into a dead bug position. This is our starting position. Please make sure you're not in the in-between, you're in that absolute deep curl. We're going to twist to touch elbow and knee. And come back. Breathe out, twist. Inhale, come back. Exhale, 3. Inhale, release, supporting your neck. Exhale, 4. Really pull that belly down. Exhale, 5. And come back. Breathe out, 6, keeping those elbows wide. Exhale, 7. If your neck or back is feeling strained, rest on 8. If you can go more, hold it here. Elbow to knee, slow crunch, 10. And 9, hello obliques, 8. And 7, 6, and 5. Breathe out, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rest. Down. I'm wanting steam coming off those bodies. All right, let's tilt, zip, curl. Scoop your back leg up. That's your starting position. And let's go 1. Inhale, don't let go of those transfers. Inhale, breathe out 3, inhale, back. Exhale, 4, inhale, back. Breathe out 5, and in. Exhale, 6, and back. Exhale, 7. If you need a rest on 8, go for it. If you join me on that crunch, let's go 10 and 9. Small move. 8, focus on that control. We on 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last time for 1. Remove that ball and cushion. Join the feet together. Open your knees. Interlace your hands as you stretch it up. And just give me 3 deep breaths. Holding 2, feels so good. Holding 1, opening your arms out into their T-line position. And from here, bring your knees together, ankles and knees touch, back finds neutral. Slowly lower your legs one way. You look opposite without letting your shoulders lift. Connect your core, draw it to center, other way. Breathe out as you lower down, looking opposite way to knees. And slowly come back. 2 more deep breath. Exhale, squeeze your inner thighs together. And coming back, deep breath. Exhale as you lower down, hold. And come back, 1 more. Let's lower. And I want you to rest that underneath leg down. Let's open up that SI joint, swing this up and down. Breathe, 2. And be mindful that I want the TAs powering that leg. So you're not just flinging that leg up and down. Control and lower. Breathe, 3 more and down. Exhale, 2. Last time, place your hand on knee. And very gently press for 3. Watching your shoulder doesn't lift. 2. Breathe in. 1. Excellent. Bring your legs together. Rotate over to the other side. Anchor shoulder. Rest that underneath leg. Trigger as you lift and lower. Breathe. 2. And come down. Exhale. 3. And lower. Breathe out. 4. And down. Exhale. 5. And down, breathe out 6, and lower, exhale 7, and last time for 8, hand on knee, and give it a good press for 3. Exhale 2, breathe out 1, good, and come back to center, bring it all the way, and placing that cushion and ball between your thighs or ball between your knees. Bring your feet and knees hip distance apart, heels slide underneath you. For a gentle option, arms stay down in a low V with palms facing up. If your back feels fine to challenge, hands are lifted, palms face each other. Hook your shoulder blades into the ground. Now squeeze that cushion and ball, imprint, lifting your hips up, and if you have your arms, we're gliding the hands above head. Alignment is priority. Look at your hips. Look at your shoulders if you're working with the arms up. And take your time. Melt through the middle back, the lower back, and to neutral. Again, squeeze that ball, that cushion, lifting up. You want to feel the power in your thighs, inner thighs, hamstrings, bum, and core. No strain in that lower back. And show me that curl down, right down to your tailbone. 3, squeeze in and lift. Keep an eye on your placement of your neck, your chin and shoulders. And slowly curl down, making sure you are touching every part of your spine. Breathe out, squeezing and scooping it up to hold. Excellent, and melting it through. I want 2 more deep breaths. Squeeze and lift every session, feeling yourself able to go a little bit higher without compromising your lower back. That is key. 1 more. We're going to stay at your top. From here, keep your bum squeezed and that cushion and ball, release and squeeze, inhale, release and squeeze, inhale 3 and squeeze, inhale 4 and squeeze, breathe 5 and squeeze, hello, in the thighs and squeeze and 3 more and squeeze and 2 more and squeeze and 1. Give it all your energy. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lower the bum halfway and lift and halfway and lift. Feel that bum and hamstrings and up and 4. Tummy tight and 5. Check those shoulders. 6 and squeeze and 7 and squeeze and 8. Squeeze and 9. If your lower back's tired, the body needs a break. Rest. If you can join me for an advanced week combo, multitasking, lower release, lift, squeeze. Lower release and squeeze and 3, lift and squeeze and 4, lift and squeeze and 5 and squeeze and 6 and squeeze and 7 and 8. Breathe 9 and 1 to go. 10 and relax it down. Amazing. All right. And the best thing about a pre-recorded class, if you want to add a little bit more oomph, you can just stop, rewind, and do that whole set again. Totally up to you. Now we're going to challenge that one hamstring and glute. If it doesn't hurt your knees, I want you to keep that ball or that cushion in place. If you feel it strains into your knee and lower back, remove that piece of equipment and work with your feet and knees hip distance apart. From here, arms in a low V. I want you to stretch your front leg out, and alignment is priority. So before we even move, check your knees are in line with each other. You mustn't drop that down or lift it up, and check your hips are in line. We're going to squeeze into cushion and ball, and we lift up. Absolute priority is what your hips are doing here. So look and make sure you are not tilting. The shoulders are relaxed. And slowly come down. Again, and this should be like, whoa, hello, bum and hamstring of that standing leg. If you feel that lower back going a little bit strained, a little bit tight, keep it a small move. It doesn't have to lift up. It's just a tilt. And come back down. 4, so this is that gentle option showing you what I'm looking for. And back. 5, squeeze and lift. Squeeze in that cushion, that bum, that hamstring. If you can on the last 2, take it into that full lift. Only if that lower back does not feel strained. And squeeze if you can. Stay there. If it's too much, come down. 5, 4, check your knees are in line. Those hips are in line. And 2, and 1. And relax. Please tell me you're feeling it. Don't be shy to send me a WhatsApp if you like, Robs, and more, and a little bit more oomph. All right, before we get moving, knees in line, hips in line, and squeeze and lift. Check your hips, check your knees, and watching shoulders. 2, breathe out, squeezing up. It's also important to me that you constantly note which side feels dominant in which exercises. 3, it's not always the case of right side stronger than left side. You might notice your right bum cheek's stronger, but your right hamstring's weaker. That is what Pilates is all about. Zoning, isolating, and getting that body balanced in all kind of ways. Now remember, this is it. Let's hold it there. Squeeze that cushion. Check your knees, check your hips. 4. Breathe out. 3. Check you aren't tensing neck and shoulders. Breathe. 2. Exhale for 1. Amazing. Drop it all down. Hug your knees into your chest. Melt the body into floor. And let's loosen hips and back. Very gently circling for 4. Letting your back tilt in and out of the mat. 3. Exhale. 2. Deep breath for 1. Other way. Let's go. 1. And breathe out. 2. Exhale for 3. Brilliant. And 1 more. 4. Squeeze your knees into your chest and release into back. If your back needs more, rock side to side. Good. And let's get into some side lying work. All right. I want you to place that ball or that cushion between your ankles. I want toes lifting up towards you. So we have flex feet. Hips are stacked. Feet are always slightly in front of our leg lift series. You want to get yourself conditioned to lift the ribs and belly. For the gentle option, I want your hand on the floor for support. Give me that lovely shoulder blade connection. For challenge, if you don't need that hand support, give me that arm lift, but do not let that arm have a party back yet. Keep it in line. Let's squeeze into that cushion and ball as you lift up, no tilting back, and don't let that upper body tense. Inhale, lower down. Squeeze as you lift, not letting that underneath leg bend. Inhale, lower. Breathe out for 3. Inhale, come down. Squeeze to lift 4. Inhale, come down. Keep checking that pelvis doesn't tilt. 5. Inhale, lower. Breathe out for 6 and come down. Exhale, 7 and come back down. Breathe out for 8. Inhale to lower 2. Exhale 9. And one more. Hold it up on 10. Your underneath leg squeezes into that ball and cushion. Squeeze up 2. Check that knee is straight. And 4. Squeeze up 5. Breathe out 6. Check this arm if it's up. And 8. And breathe 9. If you need a rest, go for it. Otherwise, top leg press down. 10 and 9. Not letting any change happen in your placement. We on 5 and 6 and 7. Breathe for 8 and 9. Both legs squeeze. If you can advance, let's pulse. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. Breathe 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Had a love handle area and relax. Inner thighs, all this action here, which is so important for back pain prevention. If I've left out an area, send me a note. I'll remember for next time. And from here, you'll place your ball or cushion behind that top leg. Flex your feet for me as you scoop into a clamp. Lift those ribs and bellies again. Have a quick squeeze and make sure your heels, bum and back's in line. You have neutral. And from here, we're going to squeeze into our ball or cushion as you lift up and back to center. Again, squeeze as you lift and release. If it isn't working with that cushion, remove it. I promise you, you are still going to be working. Release. Squeeze as you lift. I don't want to see any change in your upper body. Maintain that gap. Squeeze and lift. Inhale, center. 3. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, 2. Trigger those transverse lift. And 1. Now we're going to work bum, hip stability, and core. This hip's not allowed to move. We go forward, up and around. Don't let those hips tilt. Forward, squeeze around and breathe. 3, squeeze around. Inhale, 4. Staying in a range that feels right for you. Breathe. 5 and squeeze out for 6. Check that's rock hard. Check those are rock hard. 7, TAs. Breathe out. 8. Deep breath for 9. Keep checking there's that gap. 1 more for 10. You know we have to reverse, right? Let's go for it for 1. Don't let that party, those hips have a body. 2. No tilting back. 3. Lower spine in neutral. Squeeze. 4. I'm hoping you feel some action by now. Breathe. 5. Exhale for 6. Breathe out for 7. Deep breath out for 8. Exhale for 9. If that bum is saying no more, rest. If you can, join me for a little more. Lift your leg up, knees turn center, not turning out. Squeeze deep into your cushion and ball. Tiny moves for 10. Squeeze. 9, nice and slow. And 8, hello core or bum. 7, breathe out. 6, Exhale, 5. Breathe out, 4. Exhale, 3. Deep breath out, 2. And last time, 1. Relax. Burn, burn, burn. And that is another exercise, guys. If you want to stop, rewind, and repeat that set, you can do 2 to 3 sets, depending on the kind of intensity you want today. All right, let's do some posture work. Placing that knee on top of that ball and cushion. If you have a cushion, I want a bit of height so you can actually fold it in half so that you have that height of a ball. I want your foot and knee in line. You can rest that foot on the ground, underneath leg straight. Bend this arm so your head is resting in the hand and float your fingertips forward. We press into that ball and cushion as you open up fingertips to the side and open chest to the roof and draw it back to center. Remembering this set is so important for placement of your shoulders, shoulder blades, neck and chin, and not letting that knee come off your cushion and ball. That is what keeps you in the correct range of your spine, not letting that over rotation happen. And last one, deep breath. Press into your cushion and ball and stay there for 3. Hold 2. Holding 1. Excellent. Bringing it back to center. Stay here and lubricate shoulders for 5. Making sure you are not clicking or grinding in that shoulder joint. 3. Breathe out for 2. Exhale, 1. Other way. The looser we can keep the shoulders, we know we are not allowing that buildup of tension, because that can ripple effect into your neck, creating a little bit of in that neck, which I definitely don't want. All right, let's turn it around. On this side, I'll demo with the cushion, but obviously you stay with what you have. Cushion behind or ball behind that top leg. Heels are flexed, knees are scooped up, and important for me to see that lift. Hand on TA connect shoulders, and we squeezing up. Inhale, release. Squeeze as you lift. What I'm hoping you to feel here is as you lift, those transverse muscles tighten. You work in hamstring as you squeeze up. Upper body does not move because that core is applied. Back, 5 more. Squeeze, release, 4, and squeeze. And 3, exhale, squeeze. And 2, breathe out to squeeze. Are we getting so excited for those loops? I know I am. Anchor that hip, lift ribs and belly. Squeeze around, 10. And 9, keep poking, that should be rock hard. 8, TAs are rock hard. 7, breathe out for 6, even that underneath hip is working. 5, breathe out for 4, exhale for 3, breathe out for 2, last one, and other way, let's go. 10, and 9, breathe. 8, exhale. 7, breathe out for 6, exhaling. 5, exhale for 4, breathe out for 3, exhale for 2, last time for 1. If you rested there on set 1, do the same. If you joined me for the pulse, check your alignment before you get going. Lift your bellies and ribs. Let's squeeze up. 10, break that cushion, you're squeezing so hard. And 4, we're not in a rush. And 5, and 6, yes, breathe out. 7, breathe for 8, exhale. 9, 1 more. 10, and relax. All right. From here, we place in that cushion between the ankles. I want those feet flexed. Stack your hips, lift your bellies and ribs. Gentle option, hand on the ground. Advanced option, arm up with palm forward. And let's squeeze it up. Inhale, come down. Breathe out to squeeze, making sure those hips don't tilt, and lower. Breathe out for 3 and come down. Every session, feeling yourself improving, not letting that upper body load, not letting that underneath leg bend. Using those inner thighs, squeeze and down. Exhale, squeeze And 2 more. Breathe out, squeeze. And 1 more. Hold it here. Your underneath leg, press up. 10. And 9. Remember, if you need a rest at any point, please do 7. Exhale, 6. Breathe out, 5. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Breathe out, 2. And top leg down. Let's go. Squeeze. And 2. Breathe. 3. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5. And 6. And 7. Breathe for 8. Exhale, 9. If you join me for the pulse, let's squeeze and lift. And 2. And 3. Breathe for, exhale, 5. And 6. And 7. Breathe for 8. And 9. 1 more. Breathe. 10. And relax. All right. So those were in 2 different orders, I know, but you are now balanced. Place that knee on top. Remember, I want you, if you're using the cushion, to actually fold it so you have a bit more height. Excellent. So your hips are in line. Underneath leg is straight. Bending this arm. Reaching hands forward. And let's place this posture as you open your chest up and reach. Lovely. Inhale, draw it to me for 2. Breathe out as you reach and hold. Lovely. And come back. And I want you to take note, where are you feeling tight or tense in this kind of exercise? It shows you where in your upper body you hold on to stress or tension from your computer, your phone, even watching TV, and hold it there. Don't let that knee come off that cushion or ball. And let's oil up that shoulder joint. 5 loops around, circle. And 2, breathe. 3, and 4, no clicking and grinding. 5, other way. 5, and 4, and 3, breathe. 2, and 1. And it is transverse abdominis o'clock. Placing that cushion folded in half, or that ball underneath your sacrum. So please, once again, have a close look at where I want this to be. So you place it where the bum and the back meet so that the tip of the bum cheeks are almost hanging off. It is not in the middle of the back, forcing that back to arch. So have a close look there. All right, if you're using that ball, we place it in that same positioning. And if this causes lower back strain or pain for any of you, remove that equipment and work on the mat. All right, arms on a V with palms facing up. I want you to trigger that core as you pull one knee deep into your chest. Pull the other leg in. Watch those shoulders don't pull forward. We breathe out. Option A for gentle, your leg extends to the ceiling, but for advanced, you lower down depending on your back. And we swap. So what I want to see with this is the power coming from those TA muscles and not letting that back position change on that ball. 3, not letting the thighs and back do the work here. 4, exhale, swap. Breathe out for 5. Listening to your back. If it's feeling tight, keep it higher. 6. Breathe out, swap. Exhale, 7. Breathe out, swap. Deep breath for 8. Exhale, swap. 2 more. Breathe. 9. And swap. Last time. Breathe. 10. And swap. Bend your knees in. Check your cushion and balls in the same place. Option A for gentle or lower back niggles. Option A, feet go up to the ceiling, tightening the core. Option B, if your back can handle that challenge, your legs go lower without compromising your lower back. Aiming for 10 reps. If it's too much for you and you think I'm cuckoo maluko at any point, stop when you need to. Let's do it, guys. Squeeze those inner thighs and stretch. Inhale to bend. Do your checkpoints, your ribs, your belly, your transverse muscles are tight. Inhale, bend. Good. Breathe out for 3, not letting your shoulders tense forward. Exhale, squeeze. 4. Use those inner thighs. Breathe out for 5. Those belly buttons should be zipped halfway. Exhale, 6. And bend in. Breathe out for 7. Inhale, come back. Exhale for 8. And we come back. Breathe out for 9. If you are absolutely exhausted after 10, rest. If you can stay for a challenge, hold it for 5. Hold 4. Check those transfers of powerhouse. 3. Breathe out. 2. Exhale. 1. Yes. Hug your legs into the body. Release your lower back. So good. And from here, I want you to place your other leg down. Check that ball and cushion's in the right place. Hug your knee into the chest. If you're on the ball and you're struggling to balance, keep one arm on the ground. From here, we flex your other leg and lengthen that along the mat to open up this hip flexor. See if you can keep pulling that other knee deep into body and relax for 3 breaths. For 2, for 1. Brilliant. Sliding that leg back in. Take your hamstring and push through your heel to stretch. Feel the calf, feel the hamstring. Keep pulling toes to your nose and let's work that flexibility. Lovely stuff. Bending your knees. Option A, your bum and hips stretch to stay here. If you feel you can go deeper, lift those legs and pushing that outer knee forward. If that's too much on the lower back, stay with that option A. Good, and this stretch is so important for preventing that lower back from tensing up. Good, anchor that back foot down. Pull the knee to chest, always checking that ball and cushion still in the correct place. And when you are ready, you stretch that other leg with a flex foot, aiming to get that hip flexor opened up. Remember, with all of us sitting, those hip flexors in the front tighten up. If those are tight, it pulls that pelvis, and that's what can cause lower back tension as well. So we say goodbye sitting tension and release that area. Slide it in, stretch into your calf and hamstring. Good, relaxing into your bum and thigh so that you can always zone the right area, calf and hamstring. Listening to your body on the option A, pushing it forward. If your back can handle going to option B, go there. Amazing. And I want you please to lower down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Open your knees. Open your arms to T-line. If this feels a little bit hectic on the lower backs, remove your cushion and ball. And just give me 3 deep breaths as we set shoulders, hips, and spine. 2, releasing any tension or stress in the body. Give me 1 more deep breath in and slowly bring your feet and knees back. Lift your bum as you remove your cushion and ball. Hug your knees deep into you. Do a rock side to side. And before we cat and cow, let's do our last plank challenge. Either roll onto your side to sit up or swing forward and look at your options. For the gentle option, you are staying on your knees and we find that knee bridge. Shoulders stay down, eyes stay forward. Tilt your pubic bone. Please remember we are not there. From there, you're going to be pulling back and then tilt your pubic bone, squeeze thighs, bum and core into here. For the more advanced option, we go into your downward dog and then into your perfect bridge. All right, peeps, aiming for 8 magnificent reps. Let's do it. Inhale, pulling your hips back. Think of that long line through shoulders and spine. As you tilt forward, check your pubic bones tilting, those ribs, belly transfers, thighs, bums trigger. Inhale, let's glide it back each time. Going deeper into your stretch. 3, I'm just demoing both options, moving with you. I want you to bring your focus onto your chin, neck, shoulder placement. Be strict. 4, if it gets too much at any point, you stop and rest. Exhale, draw your shoulders away from ears. 4 more. Inhale, if you're working into downward dog, push those heels deep on every rep. 3, inhale to lift up. Breathe out, ribs, belly transverse. 2, inhale to lift, lengthen through your line. And breathe out to lower. And 1 more. Now, if you can, hold it on this last one. Stay there with me for 10 counts, either in the air or knees down. 9, 8, check your form. 7, make sure that back hasn't collapsed. We on 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Relax. Yes, cause of destiny. Giving those wrists a little bit of a loopy-doo-loop if they need a bit of release. And let's get those spines feeling limber and wonderful. Find that core position and back into your curl. I'm hoping this is looser. Breathe out as we release it out. Never collapsing into your neck or your lower spine. When you're doing your cat and cow, you want your elbows staying straight, never locked, but definitely not bending and stretching. Your arms and legs are your anchor so that you can lubricate each vertebra into their best position. 1 more, breathe as you curl. And let's go into our deep rain crouch stretch. Toes together, knees apart. Walk your hands forward. And if you want a bit more shoulder stretch, grab that ball or that cushion and use it to deepen the activation. Ears and arms stay in line. And just hold for 3. Holding 2. Holding 1. Lovely. Walk your hands to one side. Keep your hips anchored down for 3. Holding 2. Holding 1. Other way and hold 3. Holding 2. Holding 1. Good. And let's get into our standing position. Show me that magnificent posture. Feet, knees, and hips in line. Soft knees, tailbones tuck. I want you to stretch out your neck. Push in through your palm or placing hand behind you for that neck stretch. Releasing any tension we have in our necks. Remembering this one for daily routine if you suffer from neck tension. Up and over, your choice. Flex or hand behind you, whichever feels wonderful. Brilliant. And chin moves into your chest. Enjoy that stretch. From here, interlace your hands behind the body and stretch out your shoulders, your neck, lifting the chin if it allows. And from here, tilt your pelvis up. Create a C shape with your upper back. Palms glide forward. Pull the shoulder blades apart. We inhale, stretch and lift. Bend and curl it over. Again, inhale, stretch and lift. And curl it over. 2 more to stretch. And to curl. 1 more. Inhale, stretch. And curl, let go of your hands. Roll, wrap your hands around your legs as we bend. Breathe out to stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. 2 more, bend. And stretch. 1 more, inhale. And hold it here for 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Soften your knees. Let go of your legs as we slowly roll this body up. Good. Bring in your right leg, cross it over, palms and hips stay forward, and open up this line, reaching one hand through the floor, one hand through the roof. Feel the stretch through hips and back. Inhale, exhale, stretch. And tuck your chin, roll down. If you want to challenge, guys, close your eyes and stay in that balance. Try not let the body tilt forward and back. Brilliant. Slowly bringing the body upright. Other side, crossing leg over, hips and palms stay forward, and reach one hand up, one hand down. Good. Deep breath. Exhale up and over. And tucking chin, rolling down. If you want to close your eyes, challenge your balance. Don't let that body tip forward or back or side to side. And let's slowly bring it up. Good. Bring your feet hip distance apart, soft knees, and nice free tension-free shoulders. 4 and 3 and 2. Breathe. 1 other way. 4 and 3 and 2. Turning your head to the side, anchoring your shoulders nice and slow. I'm hoping the body's feeling core activated. It's feeling balanced and those endorphins are kicking in. All right, last spinal check as we tuck. Soften knees, activate the core. And at the bottom here, I want you to just let your head hang heavy, the shoulders completely relax. Take a deep core breath in and let's set your spine beautifully as we roll it up. Place the shoulders, lift your head to center, and 2 breaths. Inhale, fill in your lungs. Deep exhale. Inhale, fill these lungs up, and strong exhale and relax. Well done. You should be proud of yourself for making this time to move, to be strong, and I know I'm proud of you, so thank you so much for joining me. If you guys have any feedback, send it our way. I love hearing from you, and I want to just keep giving you the classes you want. And check out our website, check all the updates, shops open, new schedule, exciting times. Take care of yourself and lots of love. Mwah. Thank you so much, guys.